themselves with Jerusalem, God says they shall be cut in pieces. Now, I'm going to tell you the meaning behind that. Because Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Yes, right. So America has burdened themselves with keeping us hostage here, so that's what we are. They're going to be cut in pieces. They took our land of Jerusalem. The Bible said, you burden yourself with that, you shall be cut in pieces.
Think of all the times when they passed you over for the job. Think of all the times when you was done dirty by our enemies, man. That's the angle you ought to chance. But think of your fathers if you never been to. Alright? Think when they was whipping our fathers, man, cutting our women's stomach open. Big white men beating little black women upside their head. Think of that. Some brothers' kids have died, wife has left them. Many things have happened to us, man. But in the kingdom of heaven, man, all that stuff is gonna go away. We gotta keep our mind on it. Keep the soldiers in mind of the mission. The mission is to get in the kingdom of heaven. Ruling over these devils that oppress us. That's the mission. That's the goal.
The stuff that the Christian church had taught you are all lies. Why? Because the Christian church was set up by your enemy.
That's right.
It was set up through slavery.
Right.
Nothing wrong with the book. It's wrong with the people that give you the message from it.
That's right.
All white people, they never let black people in.
Right.
But they messed up. They let us read.
Right.
They let us learn how to read. And we read the book for ourselves. We know it's our book.
That's right.
And guess what? The Most High God is our God.
That's right.
And our God alone. He don't belong to the white man. He don't belong to the Chinese man. He only belongs to the black, Hispanic, and Native American man. That is it. That is it. So with you knowing that, you got to know you special. But you ain't going to know it till you read it. Till you read it. I understand why you don't read it, because it's been taught. It's been taught from our enemies. Of course, it turns you off. Every scripture you read is big enough the white man. But you don't know that, and that's perfectly fine.
I've read most of it. I ain't gonna lie, I've studied a lot of religions. But when it comes down to the Bible, it uses words that I don't understand. Words,
what?
I don't know, I can't tell you.
Thee, they, thy.
No,
I mean,
come on now.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like you just said, blasphemy.
Down the dictionary.
I can't even say it. Like how you just said, like beautiful was whatever that word is. I would have never known that. And I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have pulled out no dictionary
I'm saying though, if you really invest in it, you gotta go all the way.
It's a phone. It's a phone. It's a quick Google thing. Whoop, comely, bow, beautiful. It's quick. But best believe we do that. We do that.
But it's serious.
We go into it and we look up these words and we find out what they mean. Because guess what? After you learn what it means, you learn something. You see what I'm saying? But read what you got. What you have? Where are you at? Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Read it out. 1 and 1 first. 1 and 1 first. Just to see. We got to see the subject matter. And these books were written to certain people. The whole book was written to certain people. Understand? It's meaning that, let's say, the book of Corinthians was written to the Corinthians, the people in Corinth. That's what it was written to, a certain people. These are letters, you know what I mean? It's written to certain people. So in the beginning, usually it tells you who it's written to. So let's see who the book of Deuteronomy was written to.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness.
So the words of Deuteronomy are the words that Moses brought back from the Most High God. Remember when he freed the people? You know the people that he freed?
They were Hebrews, right?
They were Hebrews, but they were more specific than that. They were Israelites.
Okay.
Because white man is a Hebrew.
Okay.
Asian man is a Hebrew. Meaning you come from Abraham. That's all that means. But it's more specific. We are Israelites. Because we come from a man named Ezra. Who has the promises of God. Who the chosen line comes from. So that's important. So who he freed was the Israelites. Who did he free them from?
King, Pharaoh.
Pharaoh of what? What country?
Egypt.
Egypt. From doing what?
Slaves.
From being slaves for how long?
Ever.
400 years.
There you go.
400 years. You know how long we been here?
Forever.
Since 1619. Do the math. How long we been here? From 1619 to 2018. How long we been here?
That's about 4 or 5. No,
$399.
I was so
I was about to say 4.
$399. I'm not saying that means anything. I'm just saying it's a correlation there. That's all I'm saying. Understand that we are those people that was in Egypt, that was the slaves. And we the people today, which is in spiritual Egypt today as slaves. That's right. See what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand. First and foremost, look at this point. Read up. Go to 76. Now we're about to go to 76. We understand that the book of Deuteronomy was written to the Israelites. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art a holy people.
So God told Moses to tell the Israelites that they are a holy people. Holy means to be set apart, separate, special. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto God. Read.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
He chose us personally.
To be a special people.
To be a what kind of people?
A special people unto himself.
You got a favorite shirt? Whatever you got a favorite of, that's us. It's my favorite. I don't let nobody touch it. I keep it nice and neat. I put it. That's us to the Most High God. We precious to Him. Read on.
Above.
What?
Above.
Below.
Above.
Equal to.
Above.
Read.
All people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now, is that equality? He said above all people upon the face of the earth. The Israelites are above the other 17 nations on the earth. So if that's the case, then why are we such in a dead state? Why are we poor? Why are we impoverished? If that's the case, why? It's an answer. It's an answer. We're going to read it. Give me Amos 3:1. We're going to read it. We're going to find out, because we special, right? We above all nations, which is true. In the eyes of God, we are very important. We are very important. But let's see why we like this today. Let's find out. Read.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Who God talking to? Us. Us. Easy. Read.
Against the whole family which I brought from the land of Egypt, saying.
So God is talking to us. The same ones He brought out of Egypt. What is He saying?
You only have I known.
God said, I only know you. I don't know the Asians. I don't know the Arabs. I don't know them. I only know you. Read.
Of all the families of the earth.
Read.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity.
God said, because I only know with you, I only deal with you, I'm going to punish you for all your iniquities. Understand that. You may be thinking, well, the white man is living good, the Arab man is living, everybody living good. But I'm going to put it to you like this. Who got kids? Who got kids? Just me? All right. So, if you got kids, and you tell your kid before they go outside, don't you go past that second house. And you come outside and your kid is on the third house. You're going to go grab your kid amongst all the rest of the kids. You're going to grab your kid, snatch his or her little butt up, and whip that behind. And you're going to let the other kids go to play. That's what's going on. God is whooping our behind right now. Why? Hosea 5:15. Why is the Most High whooping our behind? Because he loves us. The scripture says, if you love your child, you are not to spare the rod. And you're going to whoop that behind if you love your child. God is telling you He loved the crap out of us. You ask me, He loves us like a mug. Right. Because we getting it, boy, I tell you. Read what you got.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 5 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
I will go and return to my place.
God said, I'm leaving. I will return to where I dwell, which is in the third heaven. Read.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Till we acknowledge our offense. He's going to leave us. He's not going to fight for us. He's not going to do no miracles for us. He gone. He left. He don't want to see us no more. Read.
Till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
So He left until we come and seek His face. His face is in this Bible. This is where His face is at. And He said, you're going to seek Him early in your affliction. Quick question. The thuggest thugger of all the thugs, when they about to die, who they calling? God. Oh God, Jesus. Oh God, Jesus. Jesus, God, God, Jesus, Jesus. Give me that Proverbs. God won't. Calamity. Give me that. Because guess what? God heard you. He heard you. He heard you cry when you died. He heard it. Because you may be thinking like, okay, then what? Well, we're going to read. We're going to read. You got it?
Bring it out.
Watch this. Watch this. The Most High don't play. Watch.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 26.
Bring it out.
I also will laugh at your calamities.
God would do what?
Laugh at your calamities.
Read.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
God said, because you don't keep my commandments and you don't keep my laws, when you about to die, I'm going to be laughing. Ah! He got hit by a bus. Ah! That was the Most High doing. And guess who did it?
You.
Guess who the one did it? He did it. Give me that. Give me that. Because we got to figure it out. We don't know God like we think so. We don't know God like we think we know God. The God I serve, don't play. The God I serve is a man of war. Understand, he's not playing with you. He's very stern and austere, but at the same time, he's very loving. You got that? 1 Samuel 2. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. Or it might be 3. I think it's 6 though. We're going to read that because we got to understand how the Most High working. A lot of y'all didn't know that God laughs. If you not keeping his commandments, he going to laugh at you when you die. And he the one that kills you.
Right.
It's crazy. That's how the Most High is. Read what you got.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6.
Bring it out.
The Lord killeth.
The Lord does what?
The Lord killeth.
Not my Jesus. My Jesus don't kill.
The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
That's the Most High. He kills and he brings alive. Read.
He bringeth down to the grave
He brings you down to your grave.
and bringeth up.
People that died in the hospital and was revived, the Most High did it. Read.
The Lord maketh poor.
The Lord maketh poor. So if you poor, you better just continue to go to work.
Okay.
Because the Lord did it. Best believe. He can make you rich in a second. Read.
And maketh rich.
So understand, the Lord controls all. The Lord is the Almighty. He controls everything. He kills. He make alive. He brings to the grave. He brings back from the grave. He make you rich. He make you poor. So you can't blame nobody. If you're going to blame somebody, don't blame the Lord. It's your fault. Because he told you. Give me that Deuteronomy 28:15. He told you. He warned you. When he brought us out of Egypt, he warned us. We didn't take heed. We didn't listen. Like us, we hard-headed and stiff-necked as ever. That's us. That's who we are. We got to get over that, though. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass.
Read verse 1, 28 and 1. 28 and 1. Because we got to know both sides of the coin. Let's read the first side. Let's read heads. Read.
Verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
So if you listen to God and you do what he commands you to do, what's going to happen?
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Woo, that sounds good, don't it? Rich, powerful, and control. You the one putting the tolls down. You got to pay to get in here. You got to sign off to go over there. You the one making them rules. Not you got to go get a passport. You got to go do this. No, you the one making the rules.
Right.
That's what God said if you listen. And guess what? It happened. During the reign of the kings, King David, King Solomon, when they was in rulership, we was in power. We was the top nation on planet Earth for about a good 80 years. Doing things big, ruling, right? Now let's get the flip side. Let's get tails. Read what you got.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
So in the future, meaning come to pass, in the future, if you do not, what?
Hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So on the flip side, if you don't keep his commandments and do what he told you to do, what's going to happen?
That all these curses.
These what?
Curses.
Curses, which is a horrible thing, read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the curses of God. Do you believe we're cursed people? Think about it. Think hard. Think hard. Think hard. Think about it. Are we cursed?
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. What's going to happen to a white man if he robbed a bank for $20,000.
He'll get probation.
He'll get probation. What's gonna happen to a black man if he rob a store for a box of candy bars?
That's enough security.
Max.
He's gonna get shot.
That's a
right
curse.
there on the street.
That's a curse. That's a curse. When a white man could get attacked and say, "Why are you treating me like a black man?"
Yes, I saw that yesterday.
That's a curse. That's not a blessing. The curse is the opposite of a blessing. We are not a blessed people. Let's put it there. Let's put it straight. We are not a blessed people. Let's get over it right now. Why? Because we failed to do what? Nah, to do what?
Follow his commandments.
Follow his commandments. That is why we are cursed. Now you may ask, let's read some of these curses. Let's read some of them. Give me verse 37. Let's get to it. No, verse 16, straight to it.
Curse shall thy be in the city.
God said, cursed shall you be in the city. How are you cursed in the city? Hold that. Give me Zechariah 11. How you cursed in the city?
Bills.
Go. Oh, yeah, curse. Next.
Going to thy
I ain't got
enemy.
no car.
Going to thy
Curse. Next.
Going to your enemy for all days.
Definitely a curse. Now, gotta pay. That's a curse. That's a curse.
Little rent due.
Let's read what you got.
I can't feel outside.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5.
Start at 4.
Verse 4. Thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter.
Feed the flock to the slaughter. That is what's going on. We the flock. We are God's flock. We the lambs and the sheep. That's us. But feed us to the slaughter, right? Let's see about this slaughter. Read.
Whose possessors?
Who's what?
Possessors.
Who's our possessors?
All other
Not you.
nations.
Not you. We know you know some. Who's our possessors? You said who? Why? Slavery. Slavery. They were our masters. They still are. They still are. Best believe they can control whether you eat or don't. Best believe they can control whether you live or die. Because guess what? If you, if they pull you over and you say one thing, they can blast your ass and won't suffer a penalty.
That's true.
That's called servitude. That's called being a possession. They possess us. Are we a nation? No. We are part of their nation. We Americans. We supposed to be Israelites. We Americans. We possessed by them. That's why. What's your last name? Huh? Burks. Okay. Yeah. Fletcher. Okay. So you belong to Master Burks and Master Fletcher. That's where you descend from. Possessed. Possession. Read that, verse 5 again.
Whose possessors slay them.
Whose what?
Possessors slay them.
Are we not getting slaved by our possessors every day? Read.
And hold themselves.
And hold themselves, because this is their government, hold themselves
not guilty.
Damn. That's in the Bible? That's in the Bible. That's a prophecy of God saying that we will be fed to the slaughter. And that the people that possess us are going to slay us and not hold themselves guilty.
Say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd. For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.